the Raiders have made some major moves that are sure to excite fans. First, we've locked in our new general manager. John Spytek has officially signed a 5-year deal with the Raiders, solidifying his place at the top. But that's not all. There's even bigger news this morning. According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Raiders have signed former Seattle Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll to a 3-year contract. Yes, Pete Carroll is coming to Las Vegas. So, let's break it all down. With a new general manager and Pete Carroll as head coach, the Raiders are starting fresh with a brand new regime. Reports suggest the team originally had their sights set on Ben Johnson, but after he accepted the Chicago Bears head coaching job, the Raiders turned to Pete Carroll and secured him. Now, let's talk about Pete Carroll. What does he bring to the table? His coaching career spans decades, starting all the way back in 1973. From then until 1993, he worked as a defensive backs coach at several colleges. Later, he took on the head coaching job at USC, where he built an impressive 34-19 record during his first stint. Pete Carroll's coaching resume is nothing short of impressive. At USC, he led the team to a national championship, showcasing his ability to turn a program into a powerhouse. But his NFL journey is just as remarkable. Carroll gained valuable experience as a defensive backs coach for the Buffalo Bills, defensive coordinator for the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets, and later took on head coaching roles. From 1997 to 1999, he was the head coach of the New England Patriots, where he posted a respectable 27-21 record and even secured a playoff appearance. His most iconic stint came with the Seattle Seahawks, where he served as head coach from 2010 to 2023. By his 4th season, he transformed the Seahawks into Super Bowl champions, crushing the Denver Broncos 43-8 in one of the most dominant performances in Super Bowl history. The following year, he took the team to another Super Bowl, though they narrowly lost to the New England Patriots in a controversial finish. Carroll is best known for creating the Legion of Boom, one of the greatest defensive units in NFL history. His coaching style has always emphasized energy, positivity, and a strong focus on defense. During his 14 seasons with the Seahawks, Carroll made the playoffs 10 times, with a stellar overall record of 137 wins, 89 losses, and 1 tie. He also claimed 2 NFC West titles, 2 NFC championships, and, of course, 1 Super Bowl victory. Last season, Carroll took a step back and served as a consultant with the Seahawks. But now he's ready for a new challenge as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. With his proven track record and infectious energy, Carroll's arrival brings high expectations to the Raiders. Pete Carroll isn't just focused on winning games. He's all about building both a strong team and well-rounded individuals. His coaching philosophy, best summarized by his win forever mantra, emphasizes positivity and energy as keys to success. Carroll is known for fostering a competitive culture where every player must earn their spot, ensuring the team stays sharp. He also places a huge focus on high energy, detail-oriented practices, believing the process is just as important as the results. Another cornerstone of his approach is balance. Carroll emphasizes the importance of a well-rounded life, encouraging his players to grow personally, prioritize family, and maintain their mental and physical health. His Tell the Truth Monday tradition stands out, where players openly discuss their physical and mental state, creating a culture of honesty and accountability. On the defensive side, Carroll is all about adaptability. He has a talent for designing schemes that highlight his players' strengths, which is one of the reasons the Legion of Boom was such a legendary unit. So, what's the takeaway from Pete Carroll's signing? While he wasn't my top choice, as I was hoping for a younger, offensive-minded head coach in the mold of Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan, or Matt LaFleur, I see Carroll as a solid, safe pick. He brings a wealth of experience, a winning track record, and a player-focused approach, which is something we lacked with previous coaches like Josh McDaniels. While Carroll may not be a flashy hire, he offers stability and a reliable foundation for the team moving forward. He's unlikely to crash and burn, and his presence alone raises the floor for the Raiders. Pete Carroll's resume and experience are undeniable. He's a player's coach, full of energy, and has a proven track record. However, at 74 years old, he's now the oldest head coach in the NFL, which raises questions about his long-term viability for the Raiders. Turning this franchise around won't be a quick fix. Signing general manager John Spytek to a 5-year deal suggests the organization is preparing for a rebuild that will take time, likely more than 1 or 2 years. Unless we land a franchise-changing quarterback, which is no small task, this process could stretch even longer. Carroll's 3-year deal and age make him more of a short-term solution, which feels out of step with the long-term approach we need. His recent record with the Seahawks also raises concerns. Over his last 3 seasons in Seattle, the team missed the playoffs twice, and the one playoff appearance ended in a wild-card loss. They barely scraped into the postseason that year with a 9-8 record. In total, Carroll's final 3 years with Seattle resulted in a 25-26 record, a .500 coach during that stretch. It's clear the Seahawks felt they were trending downward and opted for a fresh start. Seattle's decision to let Carroll step down gracefully speaks to their class as an organization, but the writing was on the wall. If not for his history with the team, they might have outright replaced him. While Carroll's early days in Seattle were transformative, turning the franchise around within 2 seasons thanks to drafting Russell Wilson, replicating that success with the Raiders won't be easy. Our quarterback situation is uncertain, and without a game-changing player under center, progress will be slow. Realistically, even if Carroll can make improvements in 2 to 3 years, his contract will be near its end. Longevity is a critical factor for a team looking to build sustained success, and that's where this hiring feels like a mismatch. While Carroll may steady the ship for now, I'm not convinced he's the long-term answer the Raiders truly need. I can't help but feel cautious when it comes to hiring coaches like Pete Carroll. While his past success is undeniable, it feels like the Raiders are once again venturing into the retread trend, bringing in someone whose prime years were with another team. Historically, these moves haven't worked out well for the Raiders, and it's a concerning pattern. Carroll isn't known for being a play caller, whether on offense or defense, and that's another aspect that leaves me uneasy. Personally, I would have preferred a younger, offensive-minded head coach, someone who could bring a fresh perspective and call plays effectively. A major key to Carroll's success will be the coaching staff he assembles. His ability to surround himself with the right personnel could make or break this signing. For instance, who will take on the offensive coordinator role? Will he turn to someone like Shane Waldron, who served as his offensive coordinator in Seattle from 2021 to 2023, before being fired after a brief stint with the Chicago Bears? Or, on defense, does he go for familiarity and reunite with Gus Bradley, a coach who knows the Cover 3 system Carroll ran during the Legion of Boom era? These are critical questions, and the choices Carroll makes will shape this team's future. One rumored option for defensive coordinator was Robert Saleh, but reports suggest he's staying with the 49ers, so that's off the table. Whoever Carroll picks for these roles will be crucial, especially on offense, as the Raiders may draft a quarterback who will need proper development. Nailing the offensive coordinator position will be vital for both the short and long-term success of this franchise. Overall, Pete Carroll isn't a terrible hire, far from it. He brings a solid floor, stability, and valuable experience. But this feels like a conservative, safe choice rather than a bold move. The big question is, what's the upside? Can he turn things around quickly? While that's possible, it's hard to imagine this hire being transformative in the way the Raiders need it to be. By the time Pete Carroll's contract runs its course, he'll be approaching 77 years old. That's definitely something to consider, but I'll give credit where it's due. Despite being 74, Carroll looks incredibly healthy and clearly takes care of himself. Joining the AFC West also reignites an intriguing rivalry: Pete Carroll versus Jim Harbaugh. Over the years, Carroll has a 5-7 record against Harbaugh across college and the NFL, but he did win some of the biggest games, including that iconic NFC Championship game with Seattle. Now, Raider Nation, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the potential hiring of Pete Carroll? Do you think this is the right move, or or should the team have gone in a different direction for the head coaching position? And does his age concern you at all? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. That's all I have for you in today's video, Raider Nation. If you're new to the channel and enjoy Raider-related content like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.